If for love, may I touch your hand, and if please, may I once again, so that you too will understand. There's a ribbon in the sky for our love. This is not a coincidence, and for more than a lucky chance, but what it is that was always meant is a ribbon in the sky for our love. Till we cry. From now on, it will be you and I, and our ribbon in the sky, our ribbon in the sky, our ribbon in the sky, for our love. Don't you know there's a ribbon, in the sky? Listen, for so long this night I pray that a star would guide you my way. It's no coincidence, oh no, or a lucky chance. Hey, what it is, but what is, was always meant, ribbon in the sky. Say we can make it, we can make it, just you and me, you and me. So long, for this night I pray, for this night. You don't know what you've done for me since you came my way.
Ribbon in the Sky Good evening, everyone. I'm Teddy, and welcome back to Night Talk on a Saturday night. Yep. Stevie Wonder, he lives. Well, I'll just say some of his family and him. Well, he has a home here. He does, and when he's not, uh, traveling the world and you know, performing and all of that, he has deep roots right here in Detroit. As a matter of fact, there's a lot of artists who have roots right here in the Motor City. Um, Motown, um, the studio where Barry Gordy, all of the music really began here. They have this studio. It's still on Grand River, and it's I've been there maybe a couple of times, and they've renovated around the area. They have. I would like to see even more. Yeah, Detroit is definitely um, on its way back, and has been for some time now. From Midtown to downtown, it's a different um, landscape. It really is. It really is, and it's nice here. Although Detroit, has gotten such a reputation over the years for different things. Um, it's not really that bad. Yeah, I mean, there's pockets everywhere, and yeah, there can be um, a lot more improvements. But as far as the heart of soul and Motown and all of that, um, it's here. Yeah. How's everyone tonight? How are you feeling? I just wanted to put up the fireplace. I was just relaxing and thought I'd come to the mic, play some chill R&B, and then I thought about Stevie Wonder, "Ribbon in the Sky." As all of these artists, you know, um, age and time moves on, um, we are really, you know, missing some of the greatest singers of all times, and then others come behind and they make their mark. But really, there was nothing much like um, the quote unquote Motown sound. Yeah. But if you ever visit here, go and check out um, Motown. It's a house on uh, West Grand Boulevard. It's it's a symbol, and um, there was a lot of wonderful um, music made in in that house. As a matter of fact, you know what I should do? Let's see. I don't know. I just see if I can find a little excerpt or something on Motown. Story. Oh, so there are some tickets on sale right now. It's going to be in Dearborn. I think this is up to date. A Motown Christmas in Dearborn. You can get tickets. Of course, Fox Theater um, tickets are going on sale for um, a lot of things coming up. Hitsville, that's what they're calling it. Motown Museum, home of Hitsville, USA. Remembering culture pioneer Quincy Jones. Yes, Quincy Jones. He recently passed. So maybe they're doing something. Um, let's see. When I go to their website right now, it says Saturdays at 2 p.m. Eastern, live from Motown Museum on Sirius uh, Radio, Smoky Soul Town Channel 74. All right, Smoky. I know that's a nice channel. So let me read more about the Motown Museum is remembering music culture pioneer Quincy Jones. Um, the Motown Museum saddened by the loss of Quincy Jones, a trailblazer in the craft of business of music. Quincy made a name for himself beginning in the 1950s as a trumpet player, band leader, arranger, and conductor, working with artists including Lionel Hampton and Dizzy Gillespie. In the 1960s, he became the vice president of Mercury Records, breaking a barrier for African Americans in corporate world of primarily white record label executives. Simultaneously, songwriter and producer Barry Gordon founded and built Motown Records in Detroit. The winding paths of Quincy and Motown crossed many times throughout the year. In 1963, Quincy produced the Leslie Gore #1 hit, It's My Party, for Mercury, released 1 month before Stevie Wonder conquered the charts with Fingertips, and almost a decade before Leslie Gore was signed to Motown's Mo West label. In his foreword for Nelson George's book, Where Did Our Love Go?, Quincy wrote that trying to compete with Motown in the 1960s, while I was an RN, no, A&R executive at Mercury, was a study in frustration. Never knew that. Stating that Motown challenged their competitors for sure. A group that unfortunately included me until I wisely moved to Los Angeles to score movies, to keep up or get lost in that machine's exhaust fumes. Quincy more than kept up with his film score work in the 1960s, making a name for himself as an orchestrator, an arranger, and collaborating with icons including Frank Sinatra, Sarah Vaughan, Ella Fitzgerald, and Billy Eckstine. When Eckstine signed to Motown in the mid 60s, two of Quincy's compositions were released as singles on the blue and white label sporting the map of Detroit. I remember that label. One of Eckstine's Motown albums, For the Love of Ivy, was named after after a Quincy Jones composition from the film of the same name. Oh, that record. Look at this. Let me see if I can. Well, I'll bring it over in just a second. Those records. Well, let me see if I can copy that image and show you what I'm looking at. There we go. Hang on. Motown. In 1973, the concert film called Save the Children documented a live show in Chicago that was put on a part of the Reverend Jesse Jackson's Operation Push, an organization dedicated to improving the economic condition of black communities in the USA. The film's soundtrack, recorded live, contained performances from Quincy and artists including The Temptations, Marvin Gaye, Gladys Knight and the Pips, and more. The soundtrack LP, along with a promotional um, single containing Quincy Jones' performance with Roberta Flack, was released on Motown. Wow, I'm looking at some of these old. Um, was this a, yeah, it was a 33 and a third RPM album that they're showing. It was just a black and white Motown. Save what is this? Save the Children promo. Let me just put my fireplace back up. As Quincy developed his own solo material in the 70s, he often tapped talent that had recorded with Motown, including artists Valerie Simpson, Leon Ware, George Bahonen, Rose Banks, Billy Preston, Tata Vega, arranger Paul Reiser, guitarist Dennis Coffey, and Melvin Wawa Watson Reagan, percussionist Bobby Hall, and keyboardist Greg Philliganes. Greg Philliganes, he has some great music. In 1973, Quincy sang his own version of Stevie Wonder's You've Got It Bad Girl on his album of the same name, and Stevie himself appeared on Quincy's cover of Superstition. Stevie also co wrote the song Betcha Wouldn't Hurt Me with Quincy, appearing on Jones' triple Grammy winning album, The Dude. There's a lot of history. When Motown Productions created the 1978 film adaptation of the Broadway musical The Wiz, Quincy was chosen to be the musical supervisor and music producer, alongside Nick Ashford and Valerie Simpson. Quincy co wrote the song Can I Go On, performed by Diana Ross. He also appeared on screen as the Emerald City pianist. The film's cast included Diana Ross as Dorothy and Michael Jackson as the Scarecrow. That was a great film. During the film's production, Quincy struck up a connection with Michael, who had started his rise to stardom at Motown with the Jackson 5. This connection resulted in Quincy's production of the classic run of Michael Jackson's solo albums, including Off the Wall, Thriller, and Bad. Wow, a lot Lots of great stories. Michael Jackson and Quincy Jones joined forces with Motown artist Lionel Richie, that was in 1985, to create We Are the World, a charity single raising money to fight famine in Ethiopia. Among a star studded list of guest singers, the song featured Motown artist Stevie Wonder, Diana Ross, Smokey Robinson, and members of the Jackson 5 and Pointer Sisters. The song is the eighth best selling single of all time. Over the course of his decades in the music industry, Quincy Jones helped to set a template for all of pop music to follow and crafted some of the best selling recordings ever released. His extraordinary legacy will continue to live on and inspire generations of musical artists and fans. Quincy Jones, he has a great picture right here. See if I can put it up. Yeah. Quincy Jones, he recently passed away. Real music, I know. A lot of artists owe their careers really to the genius and brilliance of men like, Quincy Jones and others. Yeah, Motown. So he saw Motown as a competition. Yeah, Quincy Jones. So as I was saying, time is moving on, and all these great artists and trailblazers who made their marks are, are leaving their legacy behind, which are great legacy to follow in footsteps. I wonder just who do you think of now as someone is coming up in the newer generation? Um, the reason it's kind of a trigger in my mind is because I heard on a show today. I was listening to some talking about who will lead the Democratic Party. Who is the leader? And let's throw up the. Not going to get too deep into politics tonight, although, you can always talk about things. But who comes to mind? Who is really the leader now of the Democratic Party? Many were looking to Kamala Harris as becoming the next president, but that is no longer the case. And some Democrats are pointing fingers. Have you heard that? Yeah. Tiger Licious, he had a great legacy, but he had a lot of qualms against him too. Yeah. Quincy has, a lot of history. Yeah, he does. A good evening, Bush Babies, real music. Yeah, maybe I can play some more music just now. Why not?
I am stuck in the middle, between. I'm stuck in a position. I'm just a machine. So you're stuck in the middle, huh? I guess we're stuck in between. Life is a riddle, yeah. And I don't know what it means, no. This is what it feels like. But you're not alone, 'cause I'm just like you. Let's share out and hitchhike. There is nothing we can't do. Ooh, babe, as long as I got you. Ooh, I'm gonna open up my eyes this time. Open my heart and do it with a smile. I'm gonna love, love. Give me your love. You're stuck in the middle. Yeah, you're stuck in between. Things can only get better if you know what I mean. Once in the air, you realize what you want, the things that you dream of, and the things that you don't know. This is what it feels like. But you're not alone, 'cause I'm just like you. Let's share out and hitchhike. There is nothing we can't do. Ooh, babe, as long as I got you. Ooh, I'm gonna open up my eyes this time. Open my heart and do it with a smile. I'm gonna love. Give me your love. I'm gonna open up my eyes this time. Open my heart and do it with a smile. I'm gonna love. Give me your love. I can still remember the first time that we kissed, feeling light as a feather. I always wanna feel like this, but at some point we messed up, right, sugar? And when we fight, no one wants to stop. And as time goes by, I wonder, can we reverse the fall? Can we go back to that place? 'Cause I never wanted you to leave. Looking back on our past, I don't wanna be just another memory. I don't wanna forget, no. And I don't wanna do what's wrong. Yeah, I don't want no other, 'cause it's with you that I belong. But at some point we messed up, right, sugar? And when we fight, no one wants to stop. And as time goes by, I wonder, can we reverse the fall? Can we go back to the place? Yes, I never wanted you to leave.
Okay, so let's try to get that back. Let's try to get my music back. Hang on. Let me know you can hear the sound because I don't. Hang on. Let's find out what's going on.
Wanted you to leave. Oh yeah. I don't wanna be a memory, just another memory. Can we go back? Oh, 'cause I'm looking back. Yeah. I don't wanna be a memory. I can still remember the first time that we kissed. Hey, feeling light as a fire. I don't wanna be a memory. Yeah. Oh, oh, looking back. Yeah, yeah. Mm. Oh, looking back. See me now, why don't you hear me out? Can't you see what we're about? I see you at my door, wanting in, come back for more. I don't want this anymore. 'Cause baby, we got issues, yeah. Not gonna make them dictate my life. So baby, if you got issues, yeah, don't you take them out of me. Honey, I think we lost the touch. Guess I'm not into you that much. So goodbye, my love. Already found someone that I'm thinking of, and I lose myself again to someone who's got the tower. Yeah, someone who's got the tower. Let me go, let me out. My time is precious to me, so you just have to do without. Here's something you can think about. You play me good, there's no doubt, but you're the one that's missing out. 'Cause baby, we got issues, yeah. Not gonna make them dictate my life. So baby, if you got issues, yeah, don't you take them out of me. Honey, I think we lost the touch. Guess I'm not into you that much. Ooh. So goodbye, my love. Already found someone that I'm thinking of, and I lose myself again to someone who's got the tower. Someone who's got the tower. if you got issues, don't you take him out of me. Honey, I think we lost the touch. Guess I'm not into you that much.
Let me go for one day. Let me lose myself again. Give me something for the pain. Always trying to pretend that I'm not living just a lie. Broken heart and shattered lives. Let me go for one day. Let me lose myself. Oh, I knew how this would end. Oh, I knew that it would die, that we would come to this, that we would say goodbye. Someone help me see it. Someone help me free this feeling. Someone help me see it. Someone help me free this feeling. I wanna think about the past. I'm crying out behind the mask. So give me something for the pain. I wanna lose myself again. Please get out of my mind. Just get out of my sight. Let me go for one day. Let me lose myself. Oh, I knew how this would end. How I knew that it would die, that we would come to this, that we would say goodbye. Someone help me see. Someone help me free this feeling. Someone help me free this feeling. Oh, someone help me see it. Someone help me free this feeling. Someone help me see it. Oh, someone help me free this feeling. Someone now help me see it. Oh, help me free this feeling.
If only you could see me now. If only you could tell me why you disappeared, you made me cry. So don't come back. Oh, you never took the time to say. You didn't think you should explain. Like I don't care, you're kidding me. Don't do that. Oh, I don't tell anybody, no. That I'm feeling so miserable. All my friends tell me to be strong. If they're right, why does it feel so wrong? Just because you hurt doesn't mean my heart don't want you. Footprints in the dirt, following your every move. I tried to be the best for you when you broke my heart in two. Oh, saying you didn't know, but I know you do. It's a fact. Oh, I don't tell anybody no, that I'm feeling so miserable. All my friends tell me to be strong. If they're right, why does it feel so wrong? Just because you hurt doesn't mean my heart don't want you. Footprints in the dirt, following your every move. Just because you hurt doesn't mean my heart don't want you. Footprints in the dirt, following your every move, even though it hurts.
All right, so I was just reading through some email and looking at a few articles. Now, so is the New York Post is reporting, well, several. Harris' campaign reportedly spent, I don't know why I'm getting all these ads here, 6 figures on that Call Her Daddy podcast, with the episode failing to break 1 million views. Plus, others are reporting, her campaign raised more than $1 billion. And she blew through, they're saying, that money, a lot of it. And where did it go? Wow. That's Harris spent the megabucks from her $1 billion war chest building a set for her interview with Alex Cooper's Call Her Daddy. I didn't even watch that podcast. The interview reportedly filmed in Washington, D.C. in a hotel room. Wow. And just think that Trump, on the 25th, his appearance on Joe Rogan's, who has over 47 million views already on YouTube, while Harris, they're doing these comparisons now, guys. It's painful. Showing on a, wow, they're really digging in. They're calling it a raunchy woman's X show and relationship focused podcast only broke 813,000 views since it was uploaded on October 6th. Rogan has said he was in negotiations with Harris's team for her to appear, but the plan was scrapped after she refused to travel to his studio in Austin, Texas. With that many viewers and potential, Wow. I don't know. That would have certainly reached, as hindsight is 2020, right? She could have certainly reached more men going on his show, although, for whatever reason, she decided, or the campaign decided. Sometimes you have to talk to those outside of the party or appeal to others outside of the party. The people that were on the fence. I never saw that show. I mean, podcast, Tigerlicious says, call her daddy. That's weird. Why she decided to do the podcast, call her daddy. I never went to, follow up and look at it. I guess I could have. To find out, what kind of questions were asked and why it seemingly uh, uh, kind of being made a laughing stock of going on there. I don't know. I just never paid attention to that advertisement for that podcast. For some reason, just wasn't interested in it. But I guess I should have watched. I don't know. Joanne says, how much did she pay Megan the Stallion to embarrass us women? I don't know what she paid Megan. And a lot of people talked about that too. Yeah. The Democrats. How she appealed. You can play back some of my videos, or I'm going to do that, maybe some clips. The Democrats are going to be, looking at this for days and saying, what went wrong, and pointing fingers. Nancy Pelosi, she's pointing fingers at President Joe Biden. He should have gotten out earlier. Again, this is my own take on it, right? Had he gotten out earlier, the party would have had more time to have a real, I guess, look for someone to lead the party on the ticket, and sort of like blaming the president for signing off on the vice president to become our next president. Like 3 days. So if people knew all of this, and if Nancy Pelosi felt that sort of way, then why, when President Joe Biden, back in 2023, when he made his announcement that he was going to run again, I thought that was, maybe in the spring. She said that everybody was going to get behind him. There were some in the party who were silently saying, or behind the scenes saying, they thought it should be, go for someone younger, even at that time. But the president said that there was too much at stake. Too much at stake. So then people probably knew, because there was some talk about um, the president's, you know, appearances, maybe hints around his health. How much did the vice president know? How much did others know? And then she basically had 4 months or less to put together her campaign. She raised hundreds of millions of dollars. And the Democrats were so convinced, so convinced that they were winning. I remember in one of my videos that I made after the now president elect Trump, after his first brush with, that assassination attempt during the RNC convention when he walked out and he gave his speech to the party that night. I'd have to play it back, but I said convincingly, I said he's going to win. I said he's going to win. But then I started seeing, you know, the vice president and the momentum leading up to the DNC, the convention. And I thought, look at this. Look, she's got all these donors, and for about 6 weeks it was this honeymoon period. That's what everybody was saying, this honeymoon. And you could tell that at some point even the Republicans were just a little bit concerned. Just a little bit concerned. But then something happened. And I guess as they're, looking back and doing their analysis, look at September, looking at some of her appearances, the Democrats are going to be scratching their heads and pointing fingers. And for the Republicans right now, it's just, the Dems are just giving them too many talking points. On the strategy. The appeal to women, there was, lots of that. Messaging. The appeals to woke politics, woke and different groups. Have the Democrats become, someone asked us, a party of elitists? Are they really a party of the working man anymore? Or is it really filled with Hollywood elitists and others? Has the party changed? People are saying it's changed, even some within the party. Tigerlicious said, I knew he was going to win today. I had whispered, when I whispered, I said, I think he's going to win. I said that a few days before the election. It was as if, I knew, I really, really knew in my heart, but I didn't want to say it. I mean, there were signs all along, and I did say I didn't know, but then I would, lower my voice and say, I really think he's going to win. Yeah. I said it a year ago, if you look back. I said, what if a year from now, remember that, in 2023, I said, what if a year from now we are looking at the return of, Donald Trump to the White House? This was early. I said he could win. I said people don't think so. I said, but we could actually be looking at that again. I'm going to have to dig up my videos and date them. It was like I was trying to throw out this feeling that I had, and not just feeling, but the reality. While, people are so convinced that, nah, he's got this against him, he's got the, and no way. No way he could win. I'm like, oh, you don't know what this country is thinking. And Americans, the majority who voted, were clearly thinking that they wanted him back in. I know. Baby Juju says, I remember Teddy saying that, and Tigerlicious saying that, but Vicky Blacks was saying no. I know. It was like, don't say it so early. No, I was concerned last year. I just. And then everything just lined up for him. It really did. And once the assassination attempt happened, I said, that's it. He's going to win votes because of that. Because he stood back up and he showed strength in that moment. He did. As much as people dislike him and all of the things, there was something inside of that would appeal to many Americans. Despite everything he's done, it's amazing. Some people are saying, who are pointing fingers, people were ready. Americans are ready for a woman. They just weren't ready for Hillary or Kamala. That the wrong women were picked to lead. I don't know. We are at an hour. little night talk, little conversation. Um, yeah. Joanne says, I would never bow to low or so low as to exploit the sexualization of black women twerking on my campaign. Did she really think that twerking was a pivotal key to get young votes? Obviously so. I don't know. Certainly for um, older African American women such as myself. And yes, I can say I'm older and I'm all right with it. That didn't appeal to me, has never appealed to me, but this is a new generation. So she, how do you appeal to this, you know, to these younger generation? Because all we see is, that's what they see. It's over saturated with it. And it's so acceptable that it's been normalized. So why wouldn't uh, Kamala Harris bring that on? Bring it on, bring it all on. Yeah. Yeah. That's going to get young votes, as if there aren't some young adults who might have been turned off by that as well. All young adults aren't, their mindset isn't like that. That doesn't appeal to all. Maybe it's the mass appeal she was looking for. I don't know. However you need to reach. Well, there was so much outreach to women, and the messaging was women, women, women. But was it at the expense of men? Men. Because there was a loud voice out in the wilderness. African American men were saying, well, what about us? And the messaging was getting to them. Somehow they were feeling, some of them, not all of them, not the majority of them, but there were pockets, because the numbers are there right now that they're analyzing. That somehow Trump was able to go into these pockets and begin to campaign and appeal. How did that happen? Yeah. But there will be 4 years of Trump, and the Democrats, they've got to reevaluate if they want, to come back. Because Trump, after this term, he's done. Well, at least according to, he's supposed to be finished after 4 years. Some are worried that um, Donald Trump, when he gets into the White House, is going to reshape the Constitution and do things, and he's never going to walk away, and it's going to become a dictatorship. Well, we're going to find all of that out, but I'm just saying, in 4 years, they can come back. Yeah, Parties come and go. And it's been a long time since really uh, the Republicans have, you know, had I guess, how long has it been since they've had a win? Some years. Yeah. Tiger Licious said, it's funny how you all had two women that ran for presidency and did not win, and both of them were against Donald Trump. Yeah. There could have been, had the Democrats searched and had more time, according to Nancy Pelosi, had a vote on it. Would the vice president, if she had to, really campaign within sight of her party, would she even have been nominated? Put up there. She may not have appealed to, compare maybe to others in the party, but she had the money, and time was not on the side of Democrats. 4 months. Yeah. The timing was all wrong. Just all wrong. Yeah. Joanne says, as I watched the news, the poll lines were empty. You could literally walk up to the poll line and vote, and in 5 minutes you're done. Nobody showed up. That's also one of them. Was it because of early voting? The appeal, get out and vote, get out early, get out and vote. Were there some that sat on the sidelines and said, thought it was a shoo-in, thought the early votes? Were the pundits too certain? Like James Carville. He said, don't worry. He said, there's nothing to worry about. She's going to win. And, just, read the news now, listen to what they're saying. Boy, is there a lot of finger pointing going on right now. Yeah. All right. It is 10:47, almost 11 o'clock. And there will be much more to talk about. Always. Yeah. I hope you've enjoyed a little music with some conversation. And maybe we'll do it all over again tomorrow. I'll read a few more comments, check my mail, and then we will wrap things up. Let's see. Thank you, Vicky Black, my moderators, Baby Juju, Vicky Black. All comments and opinions are allegedly. Tigerlicious says, I know people will get upset when I say this. A president is selected, not elected. Okay. I'm not upset. It's your opinion. Yeah. Joanne says, yeah, it was a shoo-in. A shoe in my butt. Yeah. Kicked. Great commentary. Good night, Teddy. Email me at unwindwithteddy@gmail.com. Biggest bear hugs go out to all the Grizzlies. I'll be right back.
You always searching for a better thing, wanna replace me. I'm in a place that I've never been. It's worse than lonely. Can someone tell me they see good in me? There's good in me. Cause I got doubts, I got doubts, I got doubts, yeah. Sometimes I wanna risk it all since you left me. Struggle, baby, I see pain. Cause I got nothing. Can someone tell me they see good in me? There's good in me. Cause I got doubts, I got doubts, I got doubts, yeah. Ooh, isn't it strange we turn to strangers? You've erased all your pictures on your phone. Ooh, your final words on a piece of paper. I don't love you anymore. Tell me there's good in me. Cause I got doubts, I got doubts. Tell me there's good in me. Cause I got doubts. Lose it all, I just wanna sin. Stay lost in daydreams. And I never wanna have to fear since you left me. Can someone tell me there's good in me? There's good in me. Cause I got doubts, I got doubts, I got doubts, yeah. Thinking that nobody can keep me safe. Who's gonna want me? I drink and smoke cause to numb the pain of being lonely. Can someone tell me there's good in me? There's good in me. Cause I got doubts, I got doubts, I got doubts, yeah. Ooh, isn't it strange we turn to strangers? You've erased all your pictures on your phone. Ooh, your final words on a piece of paper. I don't love you anymore. Tell me there's good in me. Cause I got doubts, yeah. Tell me there's good in me. Cause I got doubts, yeah. Tell me there's good in me. Cause I got doubts, yeah. Tell me there's good in me, yeah, yeah. Cause I got doubts,
Well, that will do it for me. There is some mess going on out there in the YouTube streets, but I decided that I would leave it for maybe messy mocha if I touch on it at all. But now it's time to say goodnight. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Teddy. Good night.
You made us work, I made us worse. We fell apart 1,000 times, 1,000 times. You moved away, I'm here to stay. I wish I could go back in time, back in time. I'm so sorry that I hurt you so deep. Swear I spent the last few years just trying to change. I'm on my knees and I'm begging you, please. Is there any chance you're thinking about me? If I change my ways, babe, won't you come back to me? Make no mistakes, babe, won't you come back to me? Come back, come back, come back, won't you come back to me? Come back, come back, come back, won't you come back to me? Yeah, I'm a mess, I'm not my best, but I won't stop until you're here, till you're here. I spent the last few years just trying to change. I'm on my knees and I'm begging you, please. Is there any chance you're thinking about me? If I change my ways, babe, won't you come back to me? Make no mistakes, babe, won't you come back to me? Come back, come back, come back, won't you come back to me? Come back, come back, come back, won't you come back to me? I just wanna let you know that I'll do anything to get you here. Oh, I could never let you go. I'll make it worth your while if you appear. If I change my ways, babe, won't you come back to me? Make no mistake.